there's more. Let's refill on our toxin. Tonight I probably won't stream for 4 hours. Tonight I'll probably only stream for 3. I just feel like I'm not giving Brandy enough attention today. With Kate being over and like work wasn't too bad, but it was like time consuming today. 11 o'clock my time.
With the Squirrel Elder back at the Bright Fir, with a tankard of bright sap in his paw, the festival of Leaf's Fall could finally begin. No sooner had the Elder raised his cup into the air to begin his opening speech, came the clattering of wood and smashing of glass. To everyone's horror, a drunken squirrel had knocked over the table with the bright sap. The festival of Leaf's Fall could not continue without the rare and sacred drink. The Squirrel Elder turned to Reggie, asking if the brave young king would again save their festival and venture into the shrine of the tapped root to collect more bright sap.
You guys go get me more ale. Once I finish snacking, I'm going to see if I can't cajole her to come join me. If she'll sit on my lap, then we'll keep streaming.
In the maze of bright fir roots, the spores were so thick Reggie had to wear his gas mask. Was this infestation the reason the bright firs were dying?
I freaking love these emotes. Stuck? I didn't. Kate made them. Kate made those emotes for us. She's awesome. She used Photoshop. This is what she does for a living, too.
The shrine of the tapped root stood before him, but the root looked damaged. Before Reggie could wonder what had done this, he got his answer. A root worm, bloated and enraged by bright sap.
Ease. Oh. Really good progress on that one, though.
Stood before him, but the root looked damaged. Before Reggie could wonder what had done this, he got his answer. A root worm, bloated and enraged by bright sap.
like not putting my gear away enough. Like here, I can like put my gear away, and I'm like way faster, and like I don't stand. Oh! Nice.
Rootworms had been banished from these parts for generations. Reggie had a feeling its presence meant something was rotten in the state of Bright Fur. To Reggie's dismay, the tap was broken. Reggie did not look forward to returning to the Squirrel Elder with no sacred sap and news of rootworms.
Yikes. Sorry, guys. You got worms. All because some dumb squirrel couldn't hold their golden liquor. Not being stingy with equipment is pretty big.
Though shocked at the news, the Squirrel Elder had an idea. The tap was one of several made in the basement woodsmith workshop of Castle Dray. Perhaps Reggie could look there.
A little better stuff.
This market stall sells all sorts of quality goods. A few coins spent here would spruce up the Crimson Keep nicely.
Oh, look at the statues. Might as well buy 8 bullets. Deck. Okay. I'm sure it's down area.
Approaching the ruins of Castle Dray, Reggie's whiskers twitched at the familiar stench on the breeze. He refused to believe it, after all he'd done to be rid of them. It could not be. The frog scourge had returned, a pestilence on the sacred forest that could not be allowed to spread.
Frogs. Damn, more frogs. I thought I had killed them all. I want to go down. This down has arrows, which I'm full on. Toxins, which I need. And a little nook to the right that I missed. Been good, but we got it.
A slapping of webbed feet from the basement. More pond filth waited below, and would soon feel his blade.
Pretty well equipped to handle frogs.
The frog squatter was none other than General Hack-Hack. No better than a common thief looting supplies. The only thing he'd be taking today was his last breath. The frog squatter was none other than General Hack-Hack. No better than a common thief looting supplies. The only thing he'd be taking today was his last breath.
Got him. It's in a spam a couple arrows.
With the satisfaction of the frog general dead at his paws, Reggie found the replacement tap. The squirrels would have their sacred sap.
Ooh. We've done the little sneaky stay. There's no ways to maybe like upgrade your flask thing so that we like heal faster or something. I'm sure I'm gonna have to go right. We'll just do the quest normal.
Reggie was surprised to find a mole in Brightfur Forest. The mole was embarrassed. He'd got lost going from Station C-19 to Station 24-7. Reggie sympathized. Those tunnels were a tough route. Lost he may have been, but still enterprising. The mole had armor for sale, if the king had the coin. The mole had heard of this king of rats who traveled the underground, but never believed it was true. Perhaps Reggie knew the tunnels well enough to give him directions. The king barely noticed the journey back to the Bright Fur, dwelling as he was on the return of frog spawn to the ratdom. Where there's a general, an army must be close by. Reggie handed over the tap, but wished he could spare the old squirrel the pain of hearing frogs were in Castle Dray. The squirrel elder could not allow the festival to continue, knowing pond scum squatted in their ancestral home. Reggie did not need to be asked. He knew what needed to be done. Reggie could not believe the frogs had returned after all he had done to be rid of them. Pond scum never learn.
Probably should have equipped that. This game just kind of like let you attack enemies for a little bit. Thanks for just letting me run up and kill you. We go down, grab arrows and toxin.
As Reggie made his way towards the ruins of Castle Dre, the stench of pond scum once again drifted in on the cool breeze. The familiar scent made him wonder why the frogs had suddenly reappeared in the Ratdom.
We are well equipped for frogs. And this is a heavy shield. The metal yield. Fine. Kind of unfortunate, like all these weapons are just not as good as what I have. So, gonna sit in.
He'd heard tales of the great Castle Dre from his father's whiskers, but it was hard to believe this mushroom-pocked ruin was ever that once proud place. The evil frog spawn had been looting. These frogs believed they could make the central tower a new base, but Reggie would show just how wrong they were.
It's muffled for you guys too, right? Like I'm perpetually damaged. Wait, that didn't give me a parry? That was kind of insane that that didn't give me a parry. See, I really thought I had that.
The central tower. Whoever was collecting all these supplies would surely be at the top. The young king had thought his lust for revenge was sated, but he would not be satisfied until every frog in his kingdom had croaked their last.
It's a little. I mean, like, the frogs were terrible, though, so. I guess it kind of makes sense. Game says go up.
Seems he wasn't the only one here for vengeance. Shield Maiden Yellowtongue was waiting, screaming the name of her fallen brother, War Chief Greenwort.
I knew that one. Ever so briefly. Hey. I do a punch attack. If it's dead, is the new mentality. It can't punch me if it's dead.
Seems he wasn't the only one here for vengeance. Shield Maiden Yellowtongue was waiting,
Right.
screaming.
It can
the
punch
name of
me
her fallen
90%
brother,
of the other times,
War
though.
Chief Greenwort.
It just punched me twice. I've taken 2 hits. I've taken 3 hits. All 3 punches. I took a random hit from the boomerang coming behind me. It just sometimes decides that that is how it wants to do it. I did get lucky there. do the thing where you like boomerang go up into the sky. Like where game? Where do you go? I'm like afraid to do anything in this fight. We're just... Oh! Bow. Just spam bow, spam bow, spam bow.
Fading echoes of her last croak. Castle was returned to peace. There was a shrine in the room. Carved figures of Reggie and his enemies in Bright Fir Forest. The frogs had planned it all to lure him here.
Stupid. I hated that fight so much. That fight was so not fun. Oh, man. 10 out of 10 game so far. No, maybe not 10 out of 10. 8 out of 10 game. That fight, 0 out of 10. I hated every second of that fight. Garbage.